The load on the processor is very small, and the frame rate is very good because there's nothing in the map yet. This is how the system, the level editor that we made the game for single player and multiplayer works. You know, it's basically using rules about how different types of vegetation that appear in the savanna grow near each other, right? It knows that if you have a large tree, there's going to be smaller vegetations around it and smaller shrubs. So it's really pretty smart. It has a lot of rules built into it that make it look very realistic. Also, each of these trees that we're generating here are unique. They're actually procedurally generated. They're rigged with real physics. They're burnable, they're destructible, and you can drop in game at any moment, which I'll do right now by hitting just one button, and you're going to drop into the map. Right? And so now I'm able to run around in here, and you know, I can see right from the beginning that I have something that looks very similar to the maps that you see in the single player.
So the right oversized is for the frames per second? Or?
Yeah, that's showing, like, as long as you're in the green, you're safe. If you're in yellow, it's probably a little bit slow, but it's still within the sort of 30 frame per second limit. If it's getting into the red, it might be getting a little laggy. Okay. Like, watch what happens. Like, I'll throw a Molotov cocktail so you can kind of see, like, we actually have fire. Oh, did someone set the... Oh, there you go. Okay, so I can actually start a small fire. That fire will spread. Right now the wind is pretty mild, so you're not going to see it move very fast. But the fire can actually climb up the tree. You'll see the tree start to catch on fire. It'll consume the trunk of the tree. All of that kind of burnability is available both in single player, is also available in multiplayer. And you can test it in your own map. So if you really want to see kind of what a fire will do in a map, it's a, you know, you can just drop right in and do it. If I want to, you know, I can practice you know, shooting at branches, you know, test the destructibility of an environment as well. You can see the parts that I shut off. Right. So that, and then at some point, maybe I decide that, you know, if this location doesn't seem like it would be a very good savanna, maybe it'd be more interesting as a jungle. What I can do is go into the existing collection system and just change it on the fly. So I can send it from savanna sparse into jungle, and say I'm going to do jungle sparse, and it will regenerate it with jungle vegetation. Same with, I can take the woodland sparse part, and I can change that to jungle. Let's try it like that. Like so, and then if I want to also alter and add a road, then I can. This is just a simple spline-based road tool. Oops. So now if I can there we go. So from here I can move it, I can edit it, I can add nodes to it, and when I do that, if I pass through an area that's occupied by a tree, it'll actually move the tree out of the way, right?
It's like a waypoint for a street.
It's a spline-based system, exactly. And if I want to then